is Shanesi, and I am his disciple. Whose disciple? God's disciple. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about sharing our faith. As Christians, many of us believe. Our problem isn't that we don't believe that Jesus came to earth and died for our sins, or that he rose for our justification. Many of us believe that. But we have a problem sharing it with others, especially sharing it with people who may not believe what we believe. And I think it's especially a problem in our day-to-day lives. Like, even for me, it's easy for me to maybe send out a forward or even to come on here and do this. But sometimes if I have to go up to a stranger on the street or speak to some of my friends who are not saved, it is a bit more difficult. It feels almost like you're a little afraid. And so I thought that I would speak about that today, speak to myself, because whenever I do these things, I'm speaking to myself just as much as I'm speaking to you. And so I just wanted to come here and talk about sharing our faith, sharing the reason why we believe what we believe. And that, I believe, first comes from having that love for Jesus, really falling in love with him. Because when you think about it, right? When we get a boyfriend or girlfriend, a husband or wife, we share our love for that person. We share why we love that person with people because of the fact that we feel the way we feel. If we're not feeling anything for the person, we're not likely to be like, oh, hey, I met this person and we really think we got... No, you're probably just gonna pass on by or not include that in the conversation. So the same way, I think, when we're really passionate about Jesus, we want to talk about him more. We want to share him more. But I think what is different in this case is that the people we're sharing him with, are not as receptive. So somebody may be excited to hear about your new relationship, but they become a lot less excited when they realize that relationship is with God. However, I think that as Christians, a big mandate that we have from God is to share the gospel. He told us in Matthew 28 verse 19 to go. He sent us forth to bring people to him. It's not a situation where we're supposed to be selfish. We can't really call ourselves Christians and be selfish with God. We have to share him. There's not a limited amount. It's not like, okay, I accept God and then if you accept him, I get less of him. No. I still have all of him and you still have all of him, and that's the wonderful thing about living for Jesus. And so I think I'm here to encourage you. If you don't share it, if you have difficulty sharing it, if you feel shy and you need that push, I'm here giving you that little push, that little poke on the shoulder, like, hey, you can do this. You can share your love. And it's not as hard as you think. Sometimes the first step is just to be able to share with someone where you were and where you are now. So I learned recently this 15-second thing where you can go up to somebody and you say, hi, my name is Shanesi. There was a point in time when my life was broken. I did it all on my own and I didn't know what to do. And then I met Jesus and he washed my sins away and he made me brand new. Do you have a story like that? And sharing something like that really gets people, it gets them like, either they're like, yes, I do, and they share their story. Or they may be like, no, I don't, but tell me more about yours. Or no, I don't, but I'd like to have a story like that. And that gets the ball rolling. Because we all have some sort of story. And most of us, if we've accepted Jesus into our lives, we can say, all of us actually, if we have accepted Jesus, we can say that our lives was one way before and it's a completely different and better way now. So we have that to go by. We have that we can use. And once we're able to start off with that and say, hey, I was here and now I'm here because of Jesus. And then when they say they want to know more, you get the opportunity to let them know that the reason why so many of us are living in brokenness, so many of us live lives where we're constantly trying to find happiness, is because we don't have Christ. And we try to fit that spot that is just for Christ with so many other things. So we may be feeling broken, and instead of seeking Christ, we seek drugs, we seek alcohol, we seek relationships with people. Sometimes it's even religion. We try to find that joy in religion, but not in a relationship with Christ. So we try everything else and we keep finding ourselves back into brokenness. And we're like, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do this. But what we fail to realize is that God has a perfect plan for us. A plan of perfect, happy peace where we can just be at one with Him and with each other. But because of sin, that plan got destroyed, and that's how we found ourselves in brokenness. But when we accept Christ, when we accept Him and we realize that He is the reason, that He came to earth and that He lived a human life and He died for our sins and rose for our justification, when we accept and believe that, when we're able to declare that and really believe in our hearts that that is what He did, and when we make Him the Lord of our lives, then we're able to move from that area of brokenness, that life of emptiness and not knowing what comes next, to a life of peace and joy and abundance. And there's no better life than that. I am telling you, I have experienced it. I know what life is like when you're living in the world. I know what life is like when people are just not, when you don't know what to do. But I also know what life is like after Jesus. So I am here today encouraging you to share your faith. Don't be shy. I'm encouraging myself. I'm like, Shanazi, don't be shy. When you meet somebody, don't be afraid. I know we don't want to be preachy people. Nobody wants to be that preachy person who everybody avoids because it's like, oh no, she's going to come with a sermon today. No. Nobody wants that. But if we can keep it brief and we can still say, hey, I was here, but Jesus took me from there in my brokenness, in my beat down state, and He brought me here. Do you have a story like that? And you may be surprised at the reaction you're going to get. Some people will turn you down flat out. Some people will be like, I don't have any time for you and your God. But there are a lot of people who are going to be like, really? Tell me more. I want to know more. I want to learn more. Tell me. And so that is your opportunity. So I'm encouraging you this week to share your faith. Share it with your family members, because so many of us, the people in our family are broken. So we don't have to go far. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your co-workers, share it with the people you meet on the road. Just share it. So I hope this video blessed you, and I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are. God bless you.